my friends, and welcome back to the channel. You're watching Project Dark Knight Horror, and I am your host, the Dark Knight. Today, we're going to be focusing on the depths of the underground. We're going to take a deep dive into the hidden world of caving. Before we begin, I've hidden a secret word somewhere in the video. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to find the word along with the timestamp and drop it down below in the comment section. And the first 3 people who comment the right information will get a shout out at the beginning of the next video. The last video's secret word was Easter. Well done to the first 3 people who commented the right information. Their names are Matt D. Walton 1988, Karen Sinden 6149, and Donna RC3 IF. Well done, and thank you for finding the word. Now, keep your eyes wide open for the secret word in this video, and let's begin. Before we get into the video, I'm very proud and grateful for this video's sponsor, MyHeritage. My whole family are already big MyHeritage premium users, so when I was asked to work with them, it made sense. Have you ever wondered what country your ancestors come from? Well, MyHeritage can help you fill in the missing branches in your family tree, as well as having fun at the same time. I started researching my family tree straight away. First, I added my name and the name of my parents and their date of births. I added my brothers and sisters, and then, just like magic, thanks to the 19 billion historical documents on MyHeritage and their powerful tools, with just one click, by the time I had made a cup of tea, I had discovered new relatives, and with the use of the Instant Discoveries feature, with a few simple steps, I was able to discover and add 40 new relatives. I was surprised to learn that my great-great-grandfather used to raise horses and was born in the West Indies. MyHeritage is the leading global service for family history research and DNA testing, and they're trusted by over 90 million users worldwide. Their powerful tools make it super easy to find new discoveries, helping you to further grow your family tree. And with over 19 billion historical documents in their arsenal, building your family tree and researching your heritage is now super easy and interesting. And MyHeritage goes even further. You can repair, color, enhance or animate your photos, bringing them to life. There's something magical about seeing the faces of your missing relatives and learning how they lived their lives all those years ago. I was so happy with the whole experience and to learn and discover new relatives, because for me, family is a gift. And now, my friends, I'm giving the gift of family to all of you. So make sure you click the link in the description section for your 14-day free trial, or scan the QR code you're seeing on the screen and start building your very own family tree with MyHeritage. Tunnel vision. So our first claustrophobic video comes from the YouTube channel Action Adventure Twins, and the channel does exactly what it says on the tin. The channel is owned and run by 2 identical twin brothers who take part in action-packed adventures, getting bigger and better with every upload. The Action Adventure Twins live life to the fullest, and all the things that you and I would consider dangerous, scary, and life-threatening, they take part in all in their stride like it's easy for them. But they're no fools too. They're very big on safety, and they use all the right equipment and safety gear, which, as you can expect, costs thousands of dollars. Their videos mostly consist of extreme caving, but they also upload videos on exploring mines, kayaking, exploring forests and waterfalls, and good old-fashioned urbex. But for today's video, we're taking a closer look at an upload that they called Forced Underwater Inside a Cave. The twins filmed themselves entering a cave system on a ranch that belongs to one of their friends called Matt. As you can see straight away, the twins are with a large group of people. The more the better. And everyone is dressed and kitted up appropriately. As soon as the group of friends enter the tight cave, you see straight away why they're all wearing wetsuits. Because the cave system they're exploring is filled with water. And as time goes on, the space in the cave gets smaller and smaller.
Okay, it opened up. Wetsuits are very nice.
Ooh, yeah! This thing's wild!
I know! How much further does it go after this?
A lot further.
Okay, okay.
We're not even close.
The action-adventure twins are known for pushing boundaries, and when everyone else gives up and turns around, that's when the twins continue and carry on deeper into danger. And that's what happens here. As you can see, in some places of the cave, the space is big enough to stand, but the deeper they go, the space starts to shrink. And there's one important fact that you should know. None of them have any diving gear. So, if one of them started to panic because of the tight space, it could lead to someone bashing their head on the rocks and end up drowning. Now, you see the rope? This is as far as anyone has ever been. So they continue for a few more meters past the rope, but their progress is halted because at this point, the water starts to touch the ceiling, giving them no room to breathe. There's a guide rope under the water that leads from the entrance right past deeper into the cave, and whoever came before and tied the rope must have been using diving gear. This is where everyone else stays behind, and one of the action-adventure twins continues on by himself. James is now way ahead of the group, but you can still hear his friends as one of them starts to panic because there's hardly any space to breathe.
I can barely keep my head above the water.
Alright.
Here we go.
Okay, this is officially as far as I can make it without dive gear.
Alright, well, we have room for one more down there?
I need... Dude, hold up. Are you sure this is the way? It doesn't even look like if you go underwater it's wide enough.
I mean, if there's a rope going in there.
Oh, yeah, this is the way.
I don't know how much further this goes.
James never knew it at the time, but one of his friends almost drowned because one of the group started to panic and pushed him under the water. Now remember, there's a group of them in a line underwater in this cave, hundreds of meters in. They can't just get out if they wanted to, and if one of them loses it and starts fighting to get out, it could definitely lead to drowning. And because of the way the cave is, and because it's filled with water, you can still hear his friends, but actually they're quite the distance away. His friends are actually returning back to the entrance, while James continues on as far as he can using the rope under the water as a guide. Luckily for James, he did bring a small tank of air, and he continues pushing on even further.
The water is very murky, but I'm going to follow that rope as far as I can. Okay. I'm heading back. It started getting really disorienting back there. I don't have that much air in here.
James starts to get really disorientated and starts getting panicky, and he decides to turn back. Also because his air tank was very small. James safely returns back to his brother and their friends, and the session ends safely. After he got out of the cave, he found out that one of the group lost it momentarily and started to panic when he couldn't stand or breathe properly, and he pushed another of the group under the water. Luckily, no one was hurt, and they all went home safe and sound. Cave of Death. The next video was uploaded by Connor Kelly to his YouTube channel. Connor's channel only has about 27 short videos, and his channel is quite unheard of. But one of his videos, which he uploaded 4 years ago, has got over 500,000 views and was the topic of debate online for months. The video you're about to watch was recorded in the abandoned McCoy mine in Nevada, and it's one of the creepiest things you'll ever see. The video is very creepy, mysterious, and even till today has never been solved. So do me a favor, I want you to watch the video and then drop me your comments and theories down below what you think happened in the mine, and who or what do you think did this. And if the comment is good enough, I'll give you a shout out and I'll read out your comment in the next video. So one summer's day in May 4 years ago, Connor finds himself at the abandoned McCoy mine in Nevada. Now, the mine is a short drive from Las Vegas, and we've all heard the stories about the things that go on there. There's been countless news reports and documentaries over the years of people getting in trouble with the mafia or cartels, either over drugs and money, and getting driven out into the middle of the desert and never been seen again. This case could be something like that, or it could be like the movie The Hills Have Eyes. You know the saying, life imitates art, or life is stranger than fiction? What if there's a person or people living out in the desert, high in the mountains, taking part in evil deeds like what you're about to see? One thing I've learned over the years is that people are worse than any monsters, demons, or ghosts. Whenever you hear or see pure nightmare fuel or utter depravity, human beings are always at the center. So Connor and his family heard about the abandoned mine, so they wanted to explore it. Little did they know at the time that they were about to walk into a nightmare. Watch.
attention? They're trying to...
Check it out. Go slow.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus, what the fuck? It's shoe.
Oh,
Look, is that like a fossil? Dead animal or human?
Okay, wait, don't move, Wyatt. So that's bone over there? Yeah, Dad.
Check it out.
So this is more than a little disconcerting. It's just a pile of shoes and there's some bones down there.
There's like bones. There's bones.
Pile of shoes and bones down there. Hey, Wyatt. Fall back. Wyatt.
There's like ribs and stuff.
Yeah, dude, let's let Shane take point here. First off, Wyatt, you can let Shane get a clear shot so you can make the shoe. Second off, you look at the ground for prints. It's wet. Something's freshly come up. Is the dirt wet right there? Mouse droppings. Mouse droppings.
No, that's bad droppings. It's guano. How old would you say these shoes are, Dad? That looks wet right there.
That's a bone right there. Actually, there's quite a few bones in this.
No, it looks like a cow or a horse.
Way too big for a human. So, I kind of want to see what's in there.
In there, there's nothing that's flooded right there.
Why are the shoes piled up? Regular spot.
Oh, is that actually water?
Yeah. So you can't go any further yet.
Okay, let's go down so the camera can get a better shot of that skeletal thing.
Be careful because it's wet there, so don't go too close.
There's no adult shoes in there.
No adult shoes.
The size of it's all small.
He's not wrong. Hey, those are some
Adidas or something.
Air One. I think these are old shoes.
Don't touch them.
I'm not gonna touch them. That's respect thing. See the bones. Well, now we know the question. If we ever see something sketchy in a horror movie, we are the people who keep going.
Luckily for Connor, he was with his family, and they were also armed, because you never know, right? Who or what you're going to walk into. Again, I must stress you should never go caving or mining alone. Always go in a group and tell someone where you're going and when you'll be back. But in this case, Connor was with his family, and they had military background and were armed. They explored the cave for about 10 minutes or so until Connor sees something reflecting in the back of the mine. Nothing could prepare them for what they saw. When Connor realized what was reflecting, he said he got chills, because there in front of them was a large mass of children's shoes, all piled up neatly, and on top of that, there were also bones found amongst the shoes. They stood in silence, shocked at the sight of how many shoes there were. Now, a bear or a mountain lion wouldn't and couldn't stack shoes up like this, so that means the shoes had to have been piled together by a human, or something human-like. Like I said, this mystery has never been solved, which is why I need your help. So put on your detective caps and research it and comment down below anything you find out. Connor and his brothers got there first, and shortly thereafter the adults caught up. Connor explained what it was, and straight away the adults knew they were in danger and took out their weapons. There were hundreds of shoes in that cave, all piled up against the wall. Also, there were bones scattered amongst the shoes, and some of the shoes still had bones sticking out of them. They got to the back of the cave, which looked like a nest area, or a place that someone or something had been using because the dirt was wet and freshly turned. Also, there were animal skeletons everywhere, which meant some type of predator had been eating here. The whole situation was sketchy as hell. The shoes piled in one corner with the bones showed something had intelligence, but the nest area at the back of the cave could have been used by a bear or a mountain lion, but the family didn't find any footprints. Other reasons could be the cave could have been used for human trafficking or a serial killer. Like I said, we just don't know. The case has never been solved. The family took one last look at the children's shoes and left the cave before it got dark. All the way out of the mine and on the way home from the desert, the whole family were on high alert and rightfully paranoid. So did you hear about this case on the news? Do you have any ideas or theories on who or what could have done this? If you do, let me know down below and I'll try to do my very own digging, and together let's see if we can shine some light on this mystery. The tight squeeze. Our next claustrophobic content comes from the YouTube channel Bennett Lee. Bennett Lee only has about 14 videos to date, and he covers topics on Yellowstone National Park, wildlife and waterfalls, mountaineering, descending into sinkholes, and, yes you guessed it, caving. And it just so happens that it's the caving video that got him the most views. 8.1 million views in fact to date. So 11 years ago, Bennett Lee and a large group of his friends all went to explore a cave system known as Deep Cave in Edwards County, Texas. There are two ways into the cave. The main entrance is a 3x3 meter sinkhole, but apparently if you're seen using the entrance, you get made fun of. In other words, if you use the main entrance, they take the piss out of you. So, to save face and get some much needed cave cred, the explorers used the alternate entrance, which is nothing more than a small 1x2 foot hole in the mountain. Deep Cave in Edwards County has over 3 miles of mapped cave systems and is still being explored even till today. But the cave is most known for this small, unassuming hole that the most hardened of cavers try to get in and out of. Watch.
I don't know. Use both. It was tight with one arm.
Come on up. Anytime.
Lights, yours.
Oh, my light?
Yeah, that's yours.
The head is big.
Oh, it is? Yeah, it's the grottos. Hold on to it for right now and just, I'll ask for all that stuff.
He got the arm out with over the sticker bush.
Oh, yeah, wrong arm maybe.
No, it's wrong with him is he's got his shades on. That's the problem.
Yeah, get the shades out first.
No, he's gotta look cool while he's coming through.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
At least look at the camera.
I don't think this is gonna happen. All you gotta do is make that one shoulder come through.
Yeah, just get your
Right
shoulder
there.
through.
I can see it.
Yeah.
The Earth giving birth.
Yep.
It's like right there.
You want to pull it
Just
out?
move it in about an inch. And then
Yeah, wiggle it. Wiggle a little bit. Come on, look.
yeah, look, oh, there it is.
There it is.
That's
It
it.
looks
That's
like
it.
you're trying. At least make it look like you're trying.
Now dislocate it.
Dislocate it.
Hold on. Now you get a feather and you go start tickling him and stuff.
Someone grab his arm and
What? You get? Oh, what?
Oh,
His glasses made it.
yeah.
Oh.
That's the problem, was he has glasses on. That's why he couldn't get his shoulder through.
Lose the shirt, man. It'll make you smaller.
Lose the pants too. Your hips get stuck.
Yeah.
Just come out naked.
Then it will be Earth giving birth.
Yeah, then it really would be. Then all you need to do is throw a bunch of afterbirth on him. Like squirt that out the whole after. Put it all over him. Yeah. Just some fluids and stuff.
Has anyone gone the other way, facing this way?
Face first.
If I need to.
The glasses?
Oh, you're going to go that way.
I'm trying it.
Let's see how that works.
Glasses are failure.
I thought you meant like
this doesn't feel very good at all.
Yeah, it's crooked.
I have a really nice ass, but it's
You're tucking it
not helping me right now. Somebody push it, poke it in.
I'm not touching your ass, man.
Any volunteers?
It actually works to push it like that.
Somebody put this on video, right?
Is this on video?
Yeah, you'll get stuck probably.
No, don't do that. This is worse, I think. This way.
We'll turn around and do it the other way.
Now that I'm all worn out.
Yeah.
Why me? Somebody else. You're small. You're next.
Well, we'll have a lot of people do it. If we run out of tape, you'll have to do it again.
Oh, you made it out.
Entry in the cave.
Made it
through that way.
The other way. Out.
Oh.
I didn't make it in. Made it out with the one arm. Alright, left arm first. Out.
I'll do the Superman method.
Yeah, you do both arms.
Nice!
And there you go.
He's able to do it very
Yes.
fast.
Yeah, very fast.
Yeah!
Next.
Now, imagine this. You're tired, you've been in the cave for hours, and you just want to get out and feel the fresh air and sun on your skin. I don't know about you, but for me, watching this made me feel agitated and claustrophobic. So there you go. So what did you think of the tight squeeze? Are there any cavers watching this? Have you ever been to the cave? And have you used the alternate entrance? And how did it make you feel watching this video? As usual, let me know your thoughts down below. Buried alive. Our next video comes with a claustrophobic trigger warning and will have you feeling agitated and scared to the max. It was uploaded by the YouTube channel Caveman Hikes and is owned and run by expert caver Calvin Hikes. Calvin, along with his nephew Jacob and his dad, upload videos about their caving and outdoor adventures. Now Calvin is a real-life action man. He welcomes danger and all the places that you and I would never dream about going. This is exactly where you'll find him. He's uploaded about 53 videos to date, but he also has a second YouTube channel called Even Darker. In the video you're about to watch, Calvin is on his own underground in one of the tightest cave systems open for exploring. There's hardly any room to breathe, let alone move freely, and he has to work very slowly inching his way out of the cave.
So right now I'm breathing out. Okay, so I'm coming up out of this, and if I get stuck, I have this rock with me, such that I can pop off some of these knuckles, which made it very hard to get into. Now I have to go slow. That's that knuckle. I'm gonna be shirtless shortly here.
Warning, the actions and stunts performed in this video were done so by professionals. Do not enter a cave without a cave tour guide.
Yeah, but it's okay. I can get through. A lot of people ask why we do this, and you're just never going to get a sufficient answer. Why do you wake up in the morning? You know, what drives you? What makes you want to get up and go study a subject or go to work or go out, hang out with your friends? It's really nothing, right? This is life, and that's all. This is our way of living. It is not our way of dying. It is our way of destroying shirts, but our bodies are just fine.
In the full video, Calvin has joined some cave explorers to map this underground cave system. It's a very big cave and it goes on for miles, but as you've just seen, parts of the cave are very tight and narrow, and these are the parts that this cave is infamous for. It takes a very different breed of human to want to put yourself in this situation, but Calvin Hikes lives for this. To get into this cave, the explorer has to squeeze through two very tight passages, and that's what puts most people off. Imagine this: you're stuck and you can't move, your clothes get caught on some of the rocks and you start to panic. You think the cave is getting smaller. The panic makes you breathe faster and you start to black out. And the fact that you can't stand or even turn makes the claustrophobia 10 times worse. It's literally like being buried alive. Now, I want you to listen and watch this.
You know, congestion and stuff. So this is where they were chipping, is through this area here to make this a little easier to squeeze through. This is a big cave, but you got to get through this to get in there.
Gary elects to make the squeeze head first, with both arms at his side. This makes the body as streamlined as possible while exposing the front of the face and chin to more damage along the rocks. Size of body is exchanged for leverage and comfort. Many cavers have a low tolerance for both of their arms trapped at their side. Small plastic pieces are laid on the floor to enable the cavers to make the tight squeeze.
This is Gary. Going through the squeeze. Nice and high. Easy money. That's quite an angle. Goodbye, Gary Brick Road. He does not love that at all.
I didn't think I was going to make it in a second. With all concentration,
You have to concentrate, he was saying. That's true, you have to concentrate a lot. I'm going to go one arm. Did you go both arms forward or one arm back?
Both behind me.
Okay.
I can see you. The lower arm probably can be.
Yeah. No, this is much nicer. These sliders are great. Yeah, we could probably bring a sheet through here, just leave it, because this makes this so much easier.
You get something for, I'll smash that for your number of subscribers on your channel. Do you use that one of those?
We don't even ask. We don't care. People don't gotta watch us. This is, I'm not even sure I would call that a squeeze. Well, you know what? Okay, so with the cardboard, super easy.
So, could you do this? If your life depended on it and you had to go through, would you? After this, then comes the second part of the squeeze, which is longer and tighter than the first. In the second part of the squeeze, the thing that they dread the most actually happens. One of the cave mappers gets stuck.
My shoulders by just pulling Superman or one of the. Oh, sir. What? Come help me.
Okay, we're coming.
It takes a moment for the other cavers to notice there's a problem.
You want back?
On his first attempt to the tightest portion of the entrance,
all right,
one of the cavers has become stuck in the passage. These kinds of maneuvers can be dangerous if the caver is alone. But with the team present, assistance is always close by.
I will.
The caver is wedged in a small passage, hands down and at his side. He now has almost no leverage to move himself free. Calvin moves himself into position where he can pull his team member by his ankles, backward until he is free. With limited space, it is always a fight for leverage.
Want more? I'm gonna keep hold of this one.
This is why it's so important to go with a qualified cave guide, and don't just take his or her word that they are professional. Ask to see their credentials. After all, your life is in their hands. So eventually, Calvin and his group all get out of the cave safely. With the cave system all fully mapped, it will now be used for future cavers for generations to come. That's if they can get past the squeeze. If you've seen something scary, creepy, or amazing, and you captured something paranormal on camera, or you might be unlucky enough to live in a haunted house and you need some help and advice and you think you're all alone, well, you're not. Project Dark Knight Horror is here for you. So send in your videos, links, emails, and recommendations to Project Dark Knight. The email is on screen. Thank you. Stuck alone in a cave. For our last claustrophobic countdown, we're taking another look at the YouTube channel Action Adventure Twins. Just like the title of my video, sometimes things can go horribly wrong, and no matter what you do, there's always a chance that things can end very badly. Such is the nature of extreme caving. The name extreme says it all. It means you're willing to push your body and your mind to the extreme. And in the video you're about to watch, one of the Action Adventure Twins finds himself stuck, all alone, in a flooded cave. The boys were at this cave before, but they couldn't get to the deeper parts without a second rope. So today, they returned with a second rope and replenished energy to complete the challenge and to get to the end of the cave system. Remember in the last chapter when Calvin was inching through the squeeze? Now imagine that, but with added water, and that's the exact environment one of the brothers finds himself in, but he also gets stuck.
All right, I got touchdown. Heck yeah, nice and smooth. Yeah. It's actually a lot of water dripping in here. Yeah. Oh, good. Looks like nothing from the outside. Is this the sketchy pit? Yeah. You got my H harness? Yeah. Okay, good. Holy. That's deeper than I remember, man. Pretty dry. Yeah.
You said there's bolts. Oh, there's one right behind you.
Oh, yeah, we got 2 bolts. All right.
This is the point of the cave where they got to last time when they didn't bring enough rope with them. But this time, they rig up their second rope and throw it down into the darkness and start their descent into the unknown. If you've noticed, there's a lot of water falling down into the cave, and all of that water has to end somewhere, right? Well, unfortunately for one of the brothers, They're about to find out. Watch.
I'm going into this hole that's so tight. I had to take my helmet off. Oh, that's tight. Really sharp too. Okay. I'm in.
I think I gotta keep going down.
Oh, it actually led somewhere. Oh look, somebody put a survey tape. Do I gotta go further down there?
The boys come across some red tape which someone had left before as a marker. And this is where the cave starts to split into two passages, and this is where the brothers separate. Now, I'm no caver, and to be totally honest with you, I don't think I'd even be brave enough to do it. But even I know that splitting up is a bad idea because it means they're all alone. And that's exactly what they do.
Yeah. There's something moving in the water over here. Oh, it's a giant salamander. Yeah. This is huge, man. Whoa, it's a berry cave salamander. No? Oh. Jeez. That looks wet. Oh.
So one of the brothers gets to the point in the cave crawl where it's all water, and this is where things go from bad to absolutely terrifying. Because not only is he squeezing his body through a tight opening, but also it's filled with all that water that they saw dripping from the entrance. And this is where it all ended up.
Oh my God. This is freezing. This thing is so low, my ear's going underwater. Oh, that's cold. Oh my God, this is freezing. This is where I'm at. Water's right here. There's no room for me to move my head. If I try and tilt it up, my mouth goes underwater. Gotta keep pushing it down.
Imagine the strain on his neck. It must have been getting tired at this point, and he can't even rest it because of all that water. Bit by bit, he inches his way, and slowly by slowly, it gets harder and harder, and that's when it dawns on him, and he finally realizes why. The cave is getting smaller and tighter. The space between the water and the rock is getting smaller and smaller, but still he tries to continue, thinking that the cave is going to open up soon. Watch.
This is not good. Like, legit, to move forward, I have to dig the rocks out. Oh my god. If this ceiling even collapses like an inch, I'm squished like a bug. If I want to stand my head up, I can't. It just goes underwater. Oh my god. I feel like I'm gonna get stuck. So the reason I kept pushing is I thought it was gonna get wider, but as I'm getting closer I realized it's an illusion. The water was just so calm and still above me that it was reflecting the ceiling off, and it just looked like a way bigger space. But it's continuing to narrow down. It's been like an off and on raining type of day. If it floods at all, I'm done for. So I'm gonna attempt to turn back around, even though I don't know if I can. Oh my god, I think I'm stuck. This is not a joke. Oh crap. I'm moving a little bit. I think I pushed it too far that time.
Finally, at last he gets out and rejoins his brother, and together they get home safely. So there you have it. That was top 5 scariest caving videos. Thankfully, none of the videos that I featured ended in fatalities. But you have to know that caving is a very dangerous pastime, and extreme caving even more so. It's not for the faint of heart or the inexperienced, so please do not try to attempt anything that you saw in today's video. The stunts and exercises you saw today were performed and carried out by experienced men and women with years of caving experience behind them. And even with all that experience and know-how, things can still go horribly wrong, as you just saw. So how did you do? Did you complete the challenge? Or did you fast forward through some bits? Be honest and let me know how you did down below in the comment section. And don't forget to comment the secret word. If you're a fan of the strange, dark and twisted and all things horror, then Project Dark Knight is the channel for you. So stick around until the end to find out how you can get more involved in Project Dark Knight behind the scenes. Thank you. Before you go, I'd like to remind you to click the link in the description section for your 14-day free trial, or scan the QR code that you can see on the screen and start growing your very own family tree with MyHeritage. Before you go, can I have one more minute of your time? If you've made it to the end, then I salute you. You prove that you're a true fan of horror. So remember, if you're interested in ghosts, poltergeists and demons, haunted houses, randonautica and urban exploring, cursed objects, serial killers and strange dark mysteries, then Project Dark Knight Horror is the channel for you. I absolutely love all things horror and I'm so passionate about my channel. So if you like what you see and you think I deserve it, then can you show your love and support by subscribing to the channel? I'm a big believer in karma. The kindness that you put out into the world, you always get back tenfold, because what goes around always comes back around later. So by subscribing to Project Dark Knight and clicking the like button, you'll be doing a good deed for me, your Dark Knight, and you'll be due a big fat lump of good karma. Also, if you didn't know, I've made a private group on Facebook, which is exclusive and hidden from the world, meaning that you can't search or find it. The only way to get in is by clicking the link in the description section and I'll open the door for you. So if you're a fan of horror and you're interested in ghosts, poltergeists and demons and all things dark and twisted, and you want to be part of the horror community as well as getting to know your Dark Knight, then click the link in the description section to join the group. Next, if you didn't know, I made some merch. I've combined my love for all things dark and twisted and combined it with my passion for all things urban. And what you're looking at is the result. Remember, every piece has been designed and made by yours truly, the Dark Knight. So, if you want to look cool, dark and stylish, then look no further. Grab a piece of Project Dark Knight history before it's all gone. Lastly, I want to say a massive thank you to my loyal, lovely Patreons who go that little bit further to support Project Dark Knight. Getting the views on YouTube isn't always guaranteed, and with so much competition, it's getting harder and harder to get by. But with the support from my loyal Patreons, it's that little bit easier, and it means I can continue to make Project Dark Knight my full-time job. Some of the names on this list have been with me from the very beginning. Those names are Dawson Lip, Turtle Chief 9, Laura Rhodey, George Lopez, Donna Sayers, D. Michael Smith, Trumpet, Anna, KJ Majid, Honey Badger, Charlie X24, RU Voodoo, Jacob Wilk, Cynthia Glover, Archie Kiriakou, Gail Fogelson, David, Nutchwolf, Angela Temke, Nick Gaspard, Dig Dug 74, and Ashley Small. Thank you everyone for your kind and generous support, and as a thank you, I will continue to share my content with you earlier than anywhere else. Also, over the coming months, I'll find more ways to interact with my Patreons even more. So until next time, from the bottom of my heart to all my loyal lovely Patreons, and also you at home my dear subscribers, because it's thanks to amazing people like you who keep the engines running at Project Dark Knight. And always remember, you've been watching Project Dark Knight Horror, and I am the Dark Knight. Signing off. Peace!
Don't ever laugh as the hearse goes by. For you to be the next to die, they wrap you up in a big white sheet. From your head down to your feet, they put you in a big black box and cover you up with dirt and rocks.